Long time I wondering what's the cause. For the rich and poor they have different laws. They might act the same but friends, it's absurd. For the rich and poor they have different words. If a poor man helps himself to relief, they waste no time to call him a thief. If a rich man falls to the same fate, them go simply say misappropriate. They go spread it out far and abroad how the poor man was caught practicing fraud. But when the rich man, when the money gone, and they'll call it diversion of funds. What they call the poor, they don't call the rich.
That's language.
Higher up you go, the language does switch.
That's language.
They quick to call the grassroots the lowest name.
That's language.
Like we are no character to defame.
That's language.
But once you have to deal with the bourgeoisie, just so they change vocabulary, I find it very out of place and fast. How come language just change with class? They too biased. You can't read powder if you're playing mass. How come language just change with class? Take for instance, ladies of the night. If you're poor is how rich is socialite. Paris Hilton skin for the camera. That's not porn, she's a video star. But if a poor girl only expose she bought, they quick to condemn she as a slut. Lindsay Lohan could do what she wants, she's a starlet and a debutante. The media go always portray as good, anything to crawl out of Hollywood. The difference I'm telling you is cash. If you're broken, you're Israel and trash. What they call the poor, they don't call the rich.
That's language.
They won't call Paris a slaughterer. Oh no.
That's language.
What about you and me? They will just expose.
That's language.
When come to the rich, well, them afraid cut close.
That's language.
But once they have to deal with them sawati, well, them don't change vocabulary. Rich people smoke herb, poor people smoke grass. How come language just change with class? They so pious, they too biased. You can't read powder if you're playing mass. How come language just change with class? Now take a look at America. Well, they get exposed in this disaster. When the upper classes were in control, what they gave the poor, it was called the dole. But now all of them big businesses crash. The same government had to give them cash, and what they used to condemn as a handout, now given to them becomes a bailout. The nation that creates capitalists has become very socialist. They used to call it handout for lazy bums. Now all of them lining up for some. What they call the poor, they don't call the rich.
That's language.
Higher up you go, the language does switch.
That's language.
You might find it cute, you might find it strange.
That's language.
Well, they afraid lawsuits, so them rearrange.
That's language.
But once they had to deal with the higher ups, that is when things just get more corrupt. Like Dickens say the law is an ass. How come language does change with class? They so pious,
They too biased.
you can't read powder if you're playing mass. How come language does change with class? Well, excuse me, sir. For the filthy rich, it's a resort spa. What for you and me, they will call a freak. If it's Michael Jackson, he just unique. And he's not a child molester, it's just inappropriate behavior. A poor man beating his wife is a brute. With the rich, it's a domestic dispute. While they treat the poor drunk like a scare. For the filthy rich, they just need rehab. For the rich, higher up they go, the whole thing does switch. What the poor will do, they will just blossom. When the rich man do it, they just get soft. What the poor will do, and they will put down. When the rich man do it, things turn around. When the poor man do it, it low and crass. How come language just change with class? They too biased. You can't break border if you're playing mass. How come language just change with class?